Gadgets channel. I'm going to start off this look with our eyeshadow primer. We don't want our eyeshadow to go anywhere, so let's prime those eyes. Next, I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer. That is LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. That first eyeshadow right there is Coconut Husk from Coastal Scents. Then I'm going to go ahead and add Burnt Umber, also by Coastal Scents. And I'm just starting to create a gradient effect from a lighter brown, more of red tones, on down to the center of the eye, in which I'm going to apply some gold. So you don't want it to just be a harsh transition, you want it to be a soft transition. That blush is Raizin Blush by MAC, and I'm applying that as well. It has a reddish undertone. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of Smoulder Eye Kohl by MAC. I was looking for something very black, didn't want to look through my collection for a black eyeshadow, so I just used a black pencil, and I'm going to apply that on the lower part of my mobile eyelid and in the corners, almost like I'm creating a wing. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. So if you don't have a black eyeshadow, you can always use a black Kohl pencil, something that blends pretty well, and you can use that to create a wing liner or give yourself a smoky effect. I'm going to go over that with an eyeshadow called Burnished Brunette. As you can see, it's not a true black, but it is deep enough to give you just a little bit of a setting on top of that black pencil. Then I'm going back into my transition area with that Raizin blush. There is my favorite highlight color, Brow Bone. It is Rice Paper by MAC. It looks so beautiful in dark skin tones. It also looks good on lighter skin tones as well, but this was one of the first eyeshadows I ever purchased from MAC, and I keep repurchasing it, so it must be good. Each eyeshadow, I always go back to the transition color. I'm using a color tattoo in gold, and remember that's by Maybelline. So they had those in different shades, and they make very good bases, and they can be used alone. In this case, I am using it as a base for Makeup Geek's Utopia. Again, going back to that transition area, very important to blend, guys. Always go back and make sure everything is nice and neat up there. I'm wetting my brush so that I could dip it into that pigment. I'm sorry I didn't show it, but the pigment is called Utopia, and it's from Makeup Geek. If you follow me on Snapchat, I did do this tutorial on Snapchat, so be sure to follow me. The Mind Catcher is my name on all my social media, so be sure to follow so you'll know when an eyeshadow look is coming up, or even a look of the day, anything. Just fun stuff. Make sure you're following. Now I'm going to apply some lashes, and these are my favorite lashes. The link will be down below. I'm going back with the MAC Eye Kohl and Smoulder, and you can see mine is very tiny. I'm going to use that sucker till I use it up. They cost enough. We're going back into, I believe that's Burnt Umber by Coastal Scents, and I'm just going to run that along the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back in with that darker shade, Burnished Brunette, and just put that in the outer corners. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara, any one of your choice, but I'm really loving that Fully Charged Mascara by Pure Cosmetics. Going into my Naked Urban Decay palette, that's the first one, the original Naked, and I'm using the color Half Baked right there in the corner. Look how exciting that Kohl is. I can't even think of another word but exciting. It is popping. Love that. And I get a lot of use out of my Naked palette. The lipstick that you guys see me wearing is from Lancome and it's Magenta. Okay, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have the foundation tutorial on first impressions on the Maybelline Dream Velvet foundation. So at the end of this video, you can click the link and go ahead over and check that out. Cyber kisses. Bye. This one is 95 and it's coconut. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit out on my hand. It does have a little protective aluminum right here, just a little peel off aluminum, so that's nice. And I'm going to put a little bit of coconut on my hand. It actually looks like a perfect match for me. Amazing. I don't even think you guys can see it from there. It's blended